The story of Atlantis has captivated the human imagination for centuries. It's a tale of a powerful and advanced civilization that vanished beneath the waves, leaving behind only whispers and legends. The allure of Atlantis lies not just in its mysterious disappearance, but in the grandeur and sophistication it supposedly possessed. Was Atlantis real, or was it merely a product of Plato's imagination? This question has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike for generations. The story of Atlantis first appears in the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato over 2,000 years ago. Plato describes Atlantis as an island nation located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which most scholars believe refers to the Strait of Gibraltar. This location has led many to speculate about the possible real-world counterparts of Atlantis. According to Plato, Atlantis was a powerful empire, boasting a mighty navy and a level of technological advancement that surpassed even that of the ancient Greeks. Its cities were said to be adorned with grand temples, palaces, and harbors, showcasing the architectural prowess of its people. However, Atlantis's prosperity was short-lived. Plato tells us that the Atlanteans became corrupted by their wealth and power. Their society, once a beacon of virtue and wisdom, descended into decadence and moral decay. They waged war against their neighbors and turned their backs on the gods. This hubris, according to Plato, was their ultimate downfall. As punishment for their hubris, Atlantis was struck by a series of devastating earthquakes and floods which caused the entire island to sink beneath the waves in a single day and night. This cataclysmic event erased all traces of the once great civilization, leaving only the tantalizing tales that have endured through the ages. In modern times, the search for Atlantis has taken on new dimensions. Advances in technology have allowed explorers to scan the ocean floor and uncover submerged ruins that some believe could be remnants of the lost city. Despite numerous theories and discoveries, the true location and existence of Atlantis remain a mystery. Some argue it was purely a myth, a cautionary tale crafted by Plato to convey moral lessons. Others believe there is a kernel of truth, waiting to be uncovered by future generations. Whether real or imagined, the legend of Atlantis continues to inspire and intrigue, reminding us of the fragility of civilizations and the enduring power of human curiosity. Plato's account of Atlantis is the only written record we have of this lost civilization. While some scholars believe that Atlantis was a real place, others argue that it was merely a fictional creation used by Plato to illustrate philosophical points about the dangers of hubris and the importance of virtue. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of Atlantis has persisted for centuries, inspiring countless books, movies, and works of art. The story of Atlantis speaks to our deepest fears and desires, reminding us of the fragility of civilization and the power of nature. Plato describes Atlantis as being laid out in concentric rings of land and water. The city itself was said to be filled with magnificent temples, palaces, and gardens. The Atlanteans were skilled engineers and architects, and their city was a testament to their ingenuity. If Atlantis was a real place, where was it located? Over the centuries, numerous theories have been put forward, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some believe that Atlantis was located in the Mediterranean Sea, perhaps near the island of Santorini, which was devastated by a massive volcanic eruption in the 16th century BC. Others have suggested that Atlantis was located in the Atlantic Ocean, perhaps near the Azores or the Canary Islands. Still others believe that Atlantis was located in the Caribbean Sea, citing the presence of ancient underwater structures near Cuba and the Bahamas. One of the more intriguing theories places Atlantis in Antarctica. Proponents of this theory point to the fact that Antarctica was once a much warmer and more hospitable place than it is today. They suggest that Atlantis may have been located on a now submerged landmass that was once part of the Antarctic continent. Section 4. The search for evidence. Despite numerous expeditions and underwater explorations, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. Some researchers believe that this is because Atlantis is buried beneath miles of ocean sediment, making it virtually impossible to find using current technology. Others argue that the evidence for Atlantis may be hiding in plain sight. They point to ancient maps that depict islands and land masses that no longer exist, as well as to the presence of megalithic structures and other unexplained artifacts found in various parts of the world. While the search for Atlantis continues, the legend itself remains a powerful reminder of the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the waves. Whether a real place or a product of our collective imagination, Atlantis continues to fascinate and inspire us, urging us to explore the unknown and to ponder the possibilities of what may have been. Section 5. A technologically advanced civilization. Throughout history, there have been tales of civilizations that were far ahead of their time, possessing knowledge and technology that seemed almost magical to those who came after them. One of the most famous of these is Atlantis, a civilization described by the ancient philosopher Plato. According to his writings, Atlantis was a technologically advanced civilization, far ahead of its time. The city was said to be a marvel of engineering and design, with structures and systems that would have been considered impossible in Plato's own era. Plato wrote of inventions and innovations that would have been considered impossible in his own era. These included complex machinery, advanced tools, and even devices that seemed to defy the laws of nature. The ingenuity of the Atlanteans was unparalleled, and their technological prowess was a testament to their advanced understanding of the world around them. The Atlanteans were said to have harnessed a mysterious energy source known as orichalcum, which they used to power their cities and machines. This energy source was described as being incredibly powerful, capable of providing limitless energy to the entire civilization. The exact nature of orichalcum remains a mystery, but its legend continues to captivate the imagination of historians and scientists alike. They were also said to have developed advanced irrigation systems, allowing them to cultivate crops in even the harshest of environments. These systems were so efficient that they could turn arid deserts into fertile farmland, ensuring a stable food supply for the entire population. The ingenuity of their agricultural techniques was a key factor in the prosperity and longevity of their civilization. Their knowledge of astronomy and mathematics was said to be unsurpassed, and they used this knowledge to navigate the seas and to build impressive structures that have stood the test of time. The Atlanteans were master astronomers, able to predict celestial events with incredible accuracy. Their mathematical prowess allowed them to create architectural wonders that still baffle modern engineers. Some believe that the Atlanteans possessed technologies that we can only dream of today, such as flying machines and weapons of unimaginable power. These advanced technologies were said to be far beyond anything that existed in the ancient world, and their existence has fueled countless theories and speculations about the true capabilities of the Atlantean civilization. While there is no concrete evidence to support these claims, the possibility of such advanced technology existing in the distant past continues to intrigue researchers and fuel speculation. The mystery of Atlantis and its technological marvels remains one of the most enduring and fascinating enigmas of history. As we continue to uncover more about our ancient past, the story of Atlantis serves as a reminder of the incredible potential of human ingenuity and the enduring allure of the unknown. Section 6. The Riches of Atlantis. The story of Atlantis has fascinated historians, scholars, and adventurers for centuries. It is a tale of a civilization that was once the epitome of wealth and grandeur, a beacon of prosperity in the ancient world. Plato's writings paint a picture of Atlantis as a land of immense wealth and prosperity. According to his accounts, the Atlanteans had access to resources that were unparalleled, making their civilization one of the richest in history. He describes cities adorned with gold, silver, and precious stones, where the streets and buildings glittered with the wealth that flowed through the land. The architecture was not only functional, but also a testament to their opulence and artistic prowess. The society enjoyed a standard of living unrivaled in the ancient world. Their markets were bustling with activity, filled with goods from all corners of the known world, showcasing the diversity and richness of their culture. The Atlanteans were said to have vast reserves of natural resources, including gold, silver, copper, and orichalcum, a rare and precious metal that was highly valued. These resources were the backbone of their economy and a source of their immense wealth. They traded these resources with other civilizations, establishing extensive trade networks that spanned across continents. Their merchants were skilled navigators, sailing the seas and bringing back exotic goods and treasures from far-off lands. Their ships were laden with treasures and their ports were bustling with activity. The wealth of Atlantis was not just in their resources, but also in their ability to connect with and influence other cultures through trade. The wealth of Atlantis was legendary, and stories of their riches spread far and wide. It was said that their treasuries were filled with gold and jewels, and their temples were adorned with the finest materials. However, it was this very wealth that some believe led to their downfall. The abundance of riches created a sense of complacency among the Atlanteans. They began to take their prosperity for granted, losing the drive and innovation that had once made them great. The abundance of riches is said to have bred complacency and greed among the Atlanteans. They became more focused on accumulating wealth and material possessions, neglecting the values and principles that had built their civilization. They became obsessed with material possessions and lost sight of the values that had made their civilization great. This obsession with wealth led to moral decay, as the pursuit of riches overshadowed the importance of community, integrity, and wisdom. This moral decay, according to Plato, made them vulnerable to the forces that would ultimately destroy them. The once great civilization of Atlantis crumbled under the weight of its own excesses, serving as a cautionary tale for future generations about the dangers of greed and complacency.